Showdown at Playa Caracasbaai between this band-tail puffer and a Christmas tree worm. Which is faster? Better luck next time. The name Caracasbaai can refer to a few different things. It's a body of water, it's a road, or for the purposes of this video, it's a beach. A popular local beach. It's a place to catch sun rays and cool off when it gets too warm. You can take a water exercise class, dive off a mooring pier, or race in jet skis. From its 750 feet of coral-strewn sandy shore, you can access more than 1,800 feet of the reef. And when you're done with all that, you can grab a bite to eat at a few different restaurants. Pro tip: if you enjoy meat, get the brunch burger at Pop's Place. Caracasbaai was the very first shore dive we made on Curaçao. We've been back a number of times since then, and we're sure you'll enjoy it as well. Before we jump into the site logistics, can you help a channel out? If you don't already, consider subscribing to the TropicLens channel. How about giving this video a like? If you have a minute or two, send us a comment. Is there a diver in your life that might be interested in diving Playa Caracasbaai? You could share this with them. The bottom line is we are trying to grow the channel, and your participation and interaction really do help. Thanks. Smiley face. Playa Caracasbaai is located on the east side of Curaçao along the southern coast. Unlike Aruba or Bonaire, which generally have a main road traversing the island, Curaçao has quite a few roads that get you to different parts of the island. So directions for Curaçao dive sites will start from the closest main road, which should be easily found on any car rental company provided or downloadable map. For Playa Caracasbaai, we will start on the similarly named road Caracasbaai Weg. Stay on Caracasbaai Weg until the last roundabout. Take the second exit and continue until you see the beach and parking lot on your right. The asphalt parking lot has over 100 spots, but even that can get full on the weekends. This clip shows 30 cars already by 8 o'clock Monday morning. If it does get full, check out the grass and dirt overflow parking at the east end just past Pop's Place. The regular lot has trees along the edges, but they only work for shade in the early mornings and late afternoons. As with all shore diving spots, you can come with your gear pre-assembled, but the asphalt parking lot makes setting up your gear here fairly clean. You might also use one of 4 concrete benches if you happen to get a spot near one of those, and there are 3 porta potties for the adventurous. You can enter anywhere along the beach, but most divers seem to go in at 2 spots. The first one is on the east side of the Golden Seahorse restaurant. There is a very nice area close to the shore where fish hang out and a few underwater markings near the reef drop-off that makes navigation easy. The second is at the far west end near the Orange Cross. Entry here makes a much shorter swim to the second reef, but more on that in the next section. Within several feet of entering the water, the sand turns to a rocky bottom, so be careful when walking out. The slope in the shallows is fairly gradual, so we suggest putting on your fins and floating as soon as you can to avoid disturbing some of the habitats. Depending on where you enter, the reef is between 100 and 200 feet from the shore, so you can either surface swim and drop down, or check out the shallows on the way out. We like option B. Playa Caracasbaai is huge, but it is easy to navigate. 220 degrees southwest out and 40 degrees northeast back in. There are a couple of notable landmarks to help get your bearings underwater, like this metal wreckage and this large coral head, both in the middle of the reef near the start of the drop-off. As for dive highlights, there are several different areas to explore. In the shallows, you'll find sandy areas with grazing yellow goatfish, patches of dead coral full of places to hide from hunting sharp-tail eels, as well as small corals perfect for tiny blennies. In the middle of the shallows, just in front of the Golden Seahorse restaurant, is a very large concrete block. We can easily spend 10 or 15 minutes there. You never know what you might see. On the east end of the reef, near Pop's place, a reef finger shoots out from the drop-off into the bay. It's fairly narrow with steep sides, and the top of the ridge sits at depths between 30 and 50 feet. We saw quite a few Creole wrasse, among other things. And this turtle often relaxes at the far end, but be nice and give her space. On the west end of the reef sits a fairly substantial sand valley, and beyond that, a second reef parallel to the rocky cliffs. The reef there is a bit more steep, with a few sandy shoots and an equally terrific assortment of sea life. The main reef starts to drop off between 20 and 25 feet and goes down to more than 100. It isn't a wall per se, more like a 45-degree angle. We dove down to get a feeling for what it's like at various depths. Playa Caracasbaai has a lot of biodiversity. Here's a sampling of the fish, coral, sponges, and other creatures we saw on a few of our dives. If you want to go on a night dive here, you may want to avoid the weekend. Thankfully, the nightlife above the water was matched by the nightlife below the water, albeit much more quiet. These are a few of our favorite night dive clips from Playa Caracasbaai, including a few new things I didn't have on video before. Enjoy!